All right, so I got a quiz for the Book of Mormon here. This is all about First Nephi, so let's hop right into it. So when did the events of First Nephi take place? The time of the judges was before, not during the time of Solomon. It did start going badly, but this was before the fall of the Southern Kingdom. Nephi is the narrator. What's his father's name? That, of course, is Lehi. At the beginning of the book, Nephi is the youngest of four brothers, who are the other three, Laman and Lemuel and Sam. Lehi has a vision of the impending fall of Jerusalem, and a dream commanded him to take his family to the wilderness. Some of his sons refused to believe and rebel. Which ones? Of course, we got Laman and Lemuel. Lehi, filled with the Spirit, subdues Laman and Lemuel. He is then commanded in a dream to send his sons to Jerusalem to obtain something from the wealthy Laban. That was, of course, not King Josiah's scroll, not the Iron Throne. It was Lehi's genealogy, which was contained upon the plates of brass. That's what Lehi was really concerned about. So Laban refuses to give up or sell the brass plates. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I don't know what just happened, but Nephi finds Laban passed out in the street, then beheads him with his own sword. Then what? He disguises himself. Yep, that's what happens. Nephi obtains the plates, then returns to Lehi's tent in the wilderness. According to genealogy on the plates, who's the ancestor of their family, they learn that they are descendants of Joseph through the line of Manasseh, actually, which is pretty cool. Based on the genealogy of Lehi, several other things were found on the plates taken from Laban. Which of these was not on the plates? Let's see here. Ooh. Prophecies of Jeremiah, they mention that. The five books of Moses and the history of the Jewish people. So it has to be this, because Daniel was taken away captive into Babylon. So Nephi and his brothers again return to Jerusalem to persuade Ishmael and his family to join them in the wilderness. What does Ishmael have that they want? Daughters for Lehi's sons to marry. It's always kind of funny that they murmur about leaving the first time and they murmur about going and getting the plates. There's no record that they murmured when they went back to go get the daughters of Ishmael, which is a little funny. Lee has a vision involving a fruit tree, a river, a rod of iron, and a building. What concerns him about the vision? Not even these details, just the fact that they don't come to the fruit tree. Nephi experiences a prophetic vision that takes up 4 chapters. Which of these did he not foresee? Well, he saw the crucifixion, the American Revolution, even the European conquest of the Native Americans, because it talks about the Gentiles overrunning the seed of the Lamanites. So it's the Civil War. That was something that Joseph Smith foresaw in Section 87. One night, Lehi is commanded to head out into the wilderness the next morning. What does he find outside his tent that morning? Well, that's right. When they wake up, they find that the Lehi is on the ground, which they call a brass ball of curious workmanship. And Alma, later when he's talking to his son, calls it the Liahona. What's the brass ball called? Although we don't learn its name until the book. Oh, yeah, just like I was saying before. It's called the Liahona. So what does the Liahona do? Well, it works according to their faith and diligence, keeping the commands of God, but essentially it points the way of where they need to go. While Nephi is hunting for food, still pro breaks. His brothers and even his father murmur against the Lord. What happens to quell their murmuring? Let's see. No, they don't get leprosy. No. The writing appears on it, yep. He has 2 more sons. It's briefly mentioned, and it's Jacob and Joseph, but they have a larger role later in the text. 8 years in the wilderness, the party reaches the sea. Nephi starts building a boat. His brothers rebel and threaten to throw him in the sea. What happens? Oh, yeah, he zaps them. Boom. It's kind of like the Palpatine lightning. The ship is built and the party sets out to sea. Nephi's brothers and their wives start partying. When Nephi upbraids them, they tie him up. What happens next? Let's see here. They're not struck blind. Yeah, the Leona stops working and the ship encounters a storm. That's easier to remember because of the Book of Mormon video. Nephi is released and steers the ship to safety and the promised land. The party plants the seeds that they brought from Jerusalem. They find all manner of useful animals. What did they not find? Ooh. I know they found cattle, horses, maybe not llamas. Yeah. Towards the end of the book, Nephi spends 2 chapters quoting an Old Testament prophet. Which prophet? Oh, of course, it's Isaiah. He's quoting from Isaiah. Oh, is that it? Yo, that's crazy. Well, that was a super fun quiz. I hope everybody enjoyed that, and let me know how you did.